Hey guys, coming at you with the overhead view of the pile. So today we're asking, what are they telling people about you? Okay, so the first pile we have that green agate, and it is the Illuminati Tarot. The second pile is that, oh god, I think it's a moonstone heart, and the Tarot of the Year. Sorry, the Wheel of the Year Tarot. And then the third pile is um, rose quartz heart and the gilded the gilded tarot. All right, so I'm going to show you the boxes in a moment, but if this is enough, pick your pile and I'll see you in a bit. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I am the Pick a Card Empress, and today we are asking, what are they telling people about you and your connection? And we're going to go systematically. We're not just going to do a general thing. We're going to look at what are they telling their dad or male influential figure, what are they telling extended family, especially their cousins, what are they telling their work wife or work husband about you, what do they tell their children or younger people about you. And then in the extended, we look at what do they tell their closest sibling about you, what do they tell their female influential figure or mom about you, what do they tell their best friend about you. We'll figure out if that best friend is male or female, masculine or feminine energy. What do they tell their clique or social group about you? And what do they tell the karmic or a third party about you? Okay, so just in case the boxes help you, this is the box. And these are some of my oldest decks, to be honest. This is a box for the Illuminati Tarot, and it is the pile with the green agate. Okay, they need a little help to stay up. This is the box for the Tarot of the Year. And it's this moonstone. And this is the box for the Gilded Tarot. And it is one of my favorite crystals. Rose quartz heart. But on screen, you're not seeing the depth of the color, unfortunately. It's one of those stones. All right, so do your thing, pick your pile, and I'll be back in a moment with your reading. Hey, pile one, if you chose the green agate and Tarot Illuminati, this is going to be your reading. So before we get into what they're saying, let's look at the energy of the person that we are dealing with. And it is the person on your mind. Now, it's meant to be a love reading. It rarely is, but you might be watching it for somebody platonic. So I'll try to read it for both sides, okay? All right. Let's see the energy that this person is vibrating in currently, just generally, the general energies. Underneath the deck, we have sacred law, rituals, boundaries, and practice. I feel this person is growing in their spirituality and growing in their self-love. And what they're realizing is that a big part of loving self and stepping into wholeness of self is having healthy boundaries with people in the 3D and energies in the 5D. So I feel this is what they're doing. They're strengthening their practice. I'm trying to refine their belief system, trying to figure out exactly what they believe in. Okay. And kind of rewriting their own truths. Okay. You know, there always comes a time where we question everything and then we kind of figure out, well, what do we believe? What are we going to retain from our childhood? And what are the things that just no longer resonate with us? It looks like that's where they're at. All right, let's see. A significator for their energy generally. This is the Earth, Moon, and Shadow Oracle. And it says winding roots, ancestral connection, and earthly wisdom. All right, so they're getting pretty grounded, but what they're getting grounded in, they're getting grounded in their, as I said, their own beliefs and their own spirituality. And I think part of them trying to figure out what they believe in and what they're going to ground is going back into their ancestry and kind of, I'm not gonna say rewriting history, okay, but it's an energy that feels like that, recognizing ancestral dysfunction, recognizing ancestral patterns that no longer serve, and kind of rewriting that in their own mind and grounding something new for their ancestral line and for themselves. Okay, so as much as they respect their ancestors, those that came before them, they're recognizing, listen, some of these things don't make any sense, at least to me, right? They don't resonate with my truth. So I'm not going to be embracing that for myself, and I'm not going to be passing that on to the next generation. So this is them like like they're transplanting themselves, okay, and rooting themselves into their own truth. That's what I get with that. Certainly it could be that they may be finding a lot of healing at this time out in nature, and practices that embrace nature and respect nature. So it could be something as mundane as recycling and, working with an NGO that is advocating for the environment, or it could be something as spiritual as embracing a practice that's more rooted in herbs, plants, the earth, whether that may be some Wicca, hoodoo, voodoo, something like that, some sort of because I can feel it on my fingers. It's about earth. It's about earth. It's some kind of practice that is deeply connected here. So maybe something like hoodoo or something like that. But it's a change of. Just jumped out. Beauty. Well, they do see as beautiful. We're gonna put that there. But it's about changing their spiritual beliefs and spiritual practice. Let's look at the energy towards you. This is the love pack by Dr. Chuck Spezzano. We have letting go, and this is like the Six of Swords energy, is a card number 6. So it looks like they're moving on from people and things that no longer serve them, and they are venturing out on their own. And that's kind of scary, because if you look in this picture, there's shark fins out there. So they're venturing into parts unknown, possible treacherous waters, but they feel like they have to, branch out from what they believed previously. So they think you're beautiful, and this person has a lot of tender emotions for you. And this is the energy of intimacy. And maybe it is also your tenderness and kindness that has really helped them on this healing path. This is a card number 17, and 17 is a star card. Okay, and 17 also reduced to 8, which is the energy of strength. So through you and this healing that is taking place within them, they are standing in their power more, standing up for what they believe in, and if they have to leave things behind in order to embrace their truest self, they are going to do that. And that's exactly what we saw underneath this deck. Okay, but this is tenderness. When they think about you, they don't think about just sex, and surely I'm sure they're passionate about you. They do think that you are beautiful, right? But what comes through is the energy of intimacy. When someone knows you intimately and you don't mind showing your soft underbelly to them, because you know they're trustworthy, and you know that they embrace you, respect you, appreciate every part of you. This is the energy that's coming through. So this is someone who thinks that you see them, you see all of them, and you respect and love it. So they don't mind showing you who they are. Okay? All right, so lots of admiration on their end for you. But let's see, what are they telling people in the 3D about you? So we know how they feel inside. Have they walked deeper enough into their authenticity and spirituality to now show that to other people, or are they keeping this as some kind of secret? Let's find out. We have the Two of Pentacles, and that's the energy of everything being kind of dynamic, fluid, possibly unstable. At this time, we do get that rough waters imagery yet again, but they are on a journey. Okay, they don't even know where they're going to end up, to be honest, right? But they're just kind of going with the flow at the moment. Okay, now it could definitely be somebody who's struggling two separate situations. So maybe they have someone else as an intimate partner beside you. So we're going to figure it out. All right, so the first thing is, what are they telling their dad or male influential figure? So maybe the dad isn't present. Well, maybe he could have passed on, was never there. But there's some kind of mentor that they have that is male and masculine. All right, what are they telling their dad or male influential figure about you and the connection? 10 of Cups, first card to come out, and that is complete happiness and wish fulfillment. What are they telling the dad or male influential figure? That you're the one. You're the one. Okay? We have Knight of Pentacles, and you know he comes forward with a stable offer because he thinks about every permutation of what could go wrong and what could go right, and then he carefully and strategically crafts his offer and makes you an offer that you can't refuse. Okay, so they're saying that you're the one, and they want to give you an offer that you can't refuse. They want to be everything that you could ever imagine in a partner. They want to be a better version of themselves, not just for themselves, but also for you. Ace of Swords in reverse. They're also telling their dad or male influential figure that that you guys may be in no communication at this time, or they have not communicated this to you as yet. So it feels like this is someone who may not have communicated the depth of their feelings just yet. Whether it's maybe newfound feelings, could be that, or it just wasn't the right time because circumstances would not have allowed for it. Right? We have Four of Pentacles in reverse, and that's about being vulnerable. It's about being open, but it's also about releasing things, people, places that no longer resonate with who we are. Okay? So they're telling their dad or male influential figure, you're the one. Okay? They can see themselves growing old with you, having children, whether it's, real children or fur babies or plants, plant children, whatever it is, they see themselves making a home, having a home, not just a house, a home with you, a home that is happy most of the time, right? A home that's happy most of the time, a home that is stable, okay, where you guys are partners. Okay, that's what they see. And they want to bring this offer to you. Now, they're also telling their dad, as I said before, that they may not have communicated that with you before, or that they couldn't see that in the past because they were too busy trying to protect themselves, right? They were kind of too deep in their own defense mechanisms to really allow you in and to be open. But they want to be vulnerable and they want to tell you all at this time. But it feels like they're also telling their dad that they can't tell you this until there's some soul ties or some ties that they have to cut or close off before they do that. That's the energy of what they're saying there. Okay. What are they telling the extended family, especially their cousins, about you? Six of Swords, and we saw that underneath the deck. Knight of Wands in reverse, and that's the I don't want to be a player no more card. We have the Two of Wands in reverse, And for me, the Two of Wands in reverse goes to the Ace of Wands. And the Star card comes up again. Okay. So they might be telling people that you are a star. Okay. You have star quality. You have that it factor. You know, that joie de vie. That, you know, that thing. That inner light that we see in movie stars and influencers. That inner light that makes people pay attention when you walk into a room. They're telling people that you have that. You have that. And that you have done so much healing, that you're so wise. They may be telling the cousins that you are their destiny, because Star card is a card of destiny. And they have made up their mind that this is what they want to pursue. Okay? They're also telling them that that player lifestyle that they may have embraced before and maybe even may have taken pride in before, um, they're moving on from that. We have the Six of Swords. They're moving on from that, and they're also letting them know that they're realizing that they were acting like that because they were wounded, and because they are healing, and we're always healing. But we, it's the part of the journey where we we've gotten enough tools that we can process whatever is to come. That's the part of the healing that they're at, right? So it's not that they're healed, but they've gotten enough tools and processed enough trauma so that whatever there comes, they have an objective view of things and they can process it alone. That's the point of healing that they're at. Okay? So they're saying, you know, they've done enough healing that they're able to see life differently, perceive this connection differently, perceive themselves differently. And what they're seeing is that you are their destiny. This is where they want to head towards, right? We saw the Ace of Wands here, so they want to take action towards you because they think that you're it. What are they telling their work wife or work husband? Now, I always get a question every time I do this reading. What's a work wife or work husband? That is a person on your job that you spend the most time with. And, you know, sometimes it comes to a point where you guys are trading confidences. Okay? So the person that you're closest to in work that you may confide in. What are they telling their work wife or work husband about you? We have the Devil in reverse. So it looks like they're making some big life changes, because Devil in reverse is saying goodbye to everything that we were attached to in a negative way. So whether it might be addictions, dysfunctional patterns, we're saying goodbye to that. And we have the Nine of Swords in reverse. So it may even be saying goodbye to overthinking or manipulation. We have Ten of Swords. It's the end. And we have the Fool in reverse. Okay. So it feels like with this person, they're kind of recapping the past. Okay. And they're telling this person that they were foolish. Okay. It looks like your person hurt you real bad. I mean, this is a Ten of Swords. Okay. So we're talking about a big betrayal and a big deception. This is not any small thing, right? This is things that, you know, leave me possibly deep scars. I may even have us kind of paranoid going forward. So it looks like this person may have hurt you big time. Big time. Okay? And it feels like through recognizing and taking accountability for the pain that they've caused, it's also making them make some profound changes in their life. And one of these profound changes is to detach from everything that doesn't serve them right now. Okay? So whether it is habits, behaviors, substances, any anything they were using to numb out and not fully connect with their feelings. Could be watching YouTube videos too much. Whatever it is, They're saying goodbye to that, and they're making a commitment to live life fully. Okay, and it's their experience with you that is pushing them to do that, because they recognize that they hurt you wherever they were at, and because they weren't able to connect with their emotions, they treated you badly. Okay. What are they telling their children or younger people that look up to them about you? We have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, and that's a card of a lack of self-love, codependency. The Ten of Wands, that could be feeling overwhelmed, burnt out, but it's also a baggage that we kind of tote around. Well, we have the King of Pentacles. And we have the Seven of Cups. Okay. So what are they telling these people? They're telling these people that, in the past, they weren't operating as their best self. And because of their own self-hatred and their own baggage, okay, their own baggage that they weren't processing, that they were just toting around, it looks like they hurt you. And for some of you, they may have cheated on you. There might have been multiple people that they were seeing and you didn't know, okay? Or you may have known that they were dating, but maybe you didn't know that they were married or something like that. There's some kind of big betrayal. There's a big betrayal, and I feel like it was some kind of omission, okay? Something that they deliberately didn't tell you, okay? So because of their baggage, the things that they have been toting around from childhood, their past relationships, they didn't treat you well, and indeed they may not even have treated you as a human being. Maybe they just kind of objectified you. And whatever you objectify, you dehumanize. And whatever you dehumanize, you can abuse. And it looks like they may have abused you. So for some of you, it may even be physically. For others of you, there might have been some kind of emotional abuse or something like that, right? But either way, they were not a good partner to you in the past, and it stemmed from their own lack of self-love. You may have internalized it at the time and asked, well, what's wrong with me? Why are they treating me this way? It has nothing to do with you, honey. It all has how they felt about themselves. Okay? So they treated you just like how they treated themselves. So if they treat you badly, this person really hated themselves. And they were just projecting all that shit onto you. But they're stable. They're coming through today as stable, right? The King of Pentacles, he is grounded, right? He is rooted, firmly rooted in his reality, and he is reliable, and he's a good partner, right? If it's one court card that is a stable, dependable character that you can rely on, it is going to be the King of Pentacles, right? They're there for you. Right? So this person has changed, and they've changed because they're no longer just wandering around and acting out of their wounding. They're healing. They're changing, they're transforming, and deliberately so. All right, so in the extended, we will continue, and we will also ask what's going to be the next actions towards you within a month of you watching this reading. If you're not able to join me in extended, let me get this last bit of advice from Spirit. What is the advice for you at this time from Spirit? We have hidden blessings. And as soon as I read that, I heard, that thing that people say all the time, um rejection is divine protection. I feel like this is exactly what unfolded at this time. I think Spirit is saying, thank your lucky stars that you weren't chosen by this person the first time, because they were no proper partner to anybody. And if you think that they treated the other person, if they had another person, that they treated that other person better than they treated you, you will be telling yourself a lie, right? This person can treat anybody well because they can even treat themselves well. We have nurture. So Spirit saying, listen, they're going through that process. They're trying to figure out what they want to do. You nurture yourself and do whatever is best for you. Don't consider them at this time. This is a time to be so-called, what society calls selfish. But it's not selfish and it's not self-serving. It is about loving yourself. Okay, so right now you just make the decisions that are the best for you. Don't factor them in. If they're meant to be in their life, they'll figure a way, and they'll figure it out pretty soon too, right? Because you are a catch, and anybody would be proud to be with you. It says no matter what is going on in your being, it is vital to nourish and nurture yourself. So maybe you've been having a hard time with this person, and what happened between you guys, right? Spirit saying, right now, see about yourself, right? Make sure that your energy levels are up, you're eating good food, you're getting good exercise, and you're doing the things that make you happy. It says this may mean learning how to listen to your needs. This card is asking you to balance the attention you give to people and situations around you with the attention you give to yourself. So maybe before you were just overgiving. Okay? Doing anything for this person, prioritizing their needs before your own person. Stop it. Stop it. Right now, see about yourself. Okay? This balance will help you make healthier choices for yourself. Do something daily that is just for you. You may choose to nurture yourself. The way you choose to nurture yourself will be unique to you. You may feel the urge to exercise, to take a long bath, to have a massage, or to curl up under your favorite blanket. You may choose to go to sleep at an earlier hour. Hell yeah. The most important aspect of self-nurture is giving yourself permission to make healthful choices. Maintaining a daily flow of self-nourishment helps you in many ways. Once a nurturing practice is in place, your energy levels will be higher and more consistent. This will lead to better decision making. Okay? So right now, Spirit said, see about yourself. Don't even take this person into consideration into your life choices right now. Everything must come from a place of love, what you want to accomplish in your life. If your paths align, beautiful. If they don't, beautiful too, right? Once you're honoring yourself. Okay? All right, my love. So if you're able, join me in extended, and we will go into the others that I told you about. Otherwise, thank you so much just for tuning in. And if you can go a step further and put a comment down below, put a full stop. It doesn't matter. That will be beautiful energy exchange for me, and it keeps that flow of abundance going. If you're able to click on any of the ads that may play during this reading, or purchase extended readings or personal readings, April bookings are open. You can certainly do that if you wish. And can I ask you to do that for any creator that you enjoy? Because it's this energy exchange that keeps us encouraged and present right here on YouTube. Take care. Bye. Hey, pal, to welcome to your reading. So if you chose the Wheel of the Year Tarot and this Moonstone, this is going to be the reading for you. And today we are asking, what are they telling people about you? So this is your person, and it's meant to be a love reading, but certainly it can be anyone that is on your mind. I'll try to read it platonically and also romantically. Okay? All right, so let us begin by getting some significators. One for your person's energy generally, and then one for the energy towards you. Underneath the deck, we have spirit and matter, paradox between realms, and equilibrium. So I feel like this is someone who is in between worlds, okay? They're in transition, and they're on the cusp of change, on the cusp of being the highest version of themselves, okay? In betwixt and between, right? Kind of energy here. And they're trying to find their balance, you know? I feel like maybe this is someone who was incredibly materialistic in the past, and maybe someone who may not even have had a spiritual practice or spiritual belief system. And then suddenly they meet you and they encounter this soul connection that really throws them for the loop and really challenges everything that they believe in. So their intuition and spirituality come online, but yet there's still things that they're rooted in the past, rooted in the ways of their ancestors, and you know, they're still trying to find this happy compromise that is going to honor the knowledge and the wisdom that they're getting, and also the way that things have always been done. Okay? The energy generally. This is the Earth, Moon, and Shadow Oracle. We have Sacred Mountain, Ancestors, Endurance, and Resilience. So listen, they know that they are on a spiritual journey and a spiritual path right now, and they are being guided. And it's tough going, right? We see the mountains here, and the mountains can talk about obstacles and challenge, okay? But your person, it looks like they are surrendering to this journey, and they are getting the wisdom and knowledge and experience that they require to be successful. So this is someone who's on an ascension path right now, okay? They're on this ascension path right now, and they're being guided by their ancestors to like a new beginning, because this makes me think of Ace of Pentacles, but because the four directions are here, it also makes me think of a compass or like a wheel of fortune. So they are guiding your person to this big shift and change in their life, and your person, they're surrendering to the ride. Let's see their energy towards you at this time. For some of you, your person may have Native American ancestry. I see this here as well. But I shouldn't say Native American. I should say First Peoples. All right, we have here doubt. Should I get in the water? Or should I just stay on the sidelines and observe, right? So should they jump in feet first into this relationship, this very emotional relationship that you guys have here, and swim over to the other side, or do they stay where they're at? So even so, in their spiritual world, in their spiritual journey, they're in between worlds, but in their love journey, they're also in between worlds as well. There's that fight that's happening there. I don't think they realize it doesn't have to be a fight, that they can seamlessly work together with each other, but they're feeling pulled in two different directions. Anyways, energy towards you. Irresistibility. I think this person, maybe in the past, they have always tried to fight their feelings, okay, for you, but they keep being pulled back to you. Everything leads them back to you. And there's a sense of urgency that's here because they aren't the only ones. They know that they aren't the only ones being drawn towards you. They see you as very attractive, and not attractive as in physically attractive, but you are attracting spiritually. Good experiences and good partners to yourself. Okay, we have, look, we have doves, these white doves bring in these red roses, flowers. Okay, so that you are vibrating in the energy of true love. You see here, red, passionate, and people are seeing it. It's like, I don't know if you're sending out all those pheromones or whatever it is, but your milkshake is bringing people to the yard, and your person knows it. So they know that they have to play catch up. So I don't know if they are the person in front here or they are the person in the back here, but they know that they have competition for your hand. Okay, they see you as a prize. Okay, they see you as a prize, and they know that they have to make their decision soon, or they will lose you. They will lose you. And in you know what's triggering them as well? I think they always thought that they would never have to make a choice, that you will always be standing there, standing still, waiting on them. But if you look at this woman here, right, she's about to walk away. It's only her head is turned in his direction. She's about to walk away. So it feels like maybe you waited for this person for a while, right? You tried to give them time to figure out what they feel about you, and they just never stepped up to the plate. They were like, okay, well, this person isn't pressuring me to choose, so I'm just going to enjoy having my cake and eating it too for as long as I can. And they did. And then it looks like you're like, you know what, fuck this. You stay there and have your cake. You stay there and eat your cake, but you can't have this too. And you started walking away. And this is what is triggering all these big feelings and realizations and epiphanies within them. So it feels like maybe one of those avoidant personalities where there needs to be distance for them to be triggered to process what they're feeling. All right, let's look at what they're telling their peeps. We have the star. So this is how they see you. They see you as a star, you know, and you are attractive. You've got that star quality. I think this came out in Part 1, so maybe you can watch Part 1 as well, right? And they see you as deeply spiritual, and there's a freedom about you that they absolutely just lap up, you know. You're so different from who they are, right? This person seems to be like, you know, really kind of fastidious here, right? But you don't do anything halfway. Okay, you are all in or you're all out. And this is the first time they're encountering that kind of energy. All right, so let's ask now. What are they telling their dad or male influential figure about you? So it doesn't have to be their father. If their father isn't in the picture. Could be a mentor, right? Male influential figure. And we have the Two of Wands in reverse, that they've made a decision and they're looking to move in a different direction and do things differently. We have the Devil. And I'm hearing that song, I'm Addicted to You. That's the song that's playing right now. We have the Seven of Swords in reverse. They want to treat you right. And I leave these cards in for Ace of Pentacles, but we do see the Fool on the back. So they want to take a chance on you. Take a chance on me. I'm hearing that song. Was that by Abby? ABBA. Take a chance on me. Right, that's the song that's playing now. But this person, they're tired of living a lie, and they're tired of lying to you, whether through omission, not telling you their feelings, or actually lying and may even be living a distorted reality with somebody else. They're tired of that. It's like they can't deny their feelings anymore, and they feel like they are addicted to you and your energy and the passion that you radiate. It feels here like the sexual energy especially is incredibly powerful in this relationship. And your person's like surrendering to their heart. So that's what they're telling this person. Like they can't deny it anymore, right? They can't live in this with this denial, and they can't live without having tried to win your hand or keep you in their life. It feels like that is going to be one of their biggest regrets. That's what it feels like. Like that's one of their biggest regrets. So they're telling this person like they will always be connected to you. That the energy that they feel with you, they don't feel with anybody else. It's addictive. It's irresistible. So that's that same irresistible energy. It's irresistible. They can't hide. They can't lie. They can't lie to themselves and they can't lie to other people anymore. This is it. And they see this as a special invitation from the universe that they can't say no to. What are they telling their extended family members about you, especially their cousins? What are they telling these people? We have the Queen of Cups. You're so loving and sweet and kind and psychic. We have, even though they weren't fair to you, even though they treated you shitty, we have the Justice card in reverse. They didn't do you justice. Okay. We also have here a Queen of Wands in reverse. So they might even have put you in third party or something like that, because Queen of Wands in reverse is a karmic energy. Okay. So they say that they weren't fair to you. They may have misused your power and they're blaming themselves for the way things stand. So we have Two of Pentacles in reverse. This is the end of the juggling. They're tired of juggling. They're not going to do that anymore, right? The only thing that their juggling accomplished was them hurting you and this karmic debt, like an elephant in the room between you guys. So it looks like there was a time when they did not treat you well at all. At all. Okay, they did not treat you well. It was totally unjustified. Unjustified. That's what it is. It's Justice card in reverse. It was unjustified the way that they treated you. You didn't do them anything. It was unjustified. And now it's created some kind of karmic debt, a chasm between you guys. Okay. Also in between you guys, it looks like there's somebody else here. But your person is tired of living the lie. They're tired of juggling. They're ready for something real. That's what they're telling your person. That's what they're telling their cousins. They're ready for something real. Now, what are they telling their work wife or their work husband? Now, the work wife or the work husband is a person that they spend the most time at work with. They may even exchange confidences, all right? But they spend most of their day with this person, okay? What are they telling their work wife or work husband about you? We have the Knight of Wands. Like they just want to rush in and gobble you up. They want to be your knight in shining armor. But they may be telling this person that they were a player. Okay. They were a player. We have the Eight of Swords. Feeling of being trapped, and there's a child here and a mother here, so they may even have a family. Okay. And they feel trapped in that circumstance. We have the High Priestess in reverse. Okay. No longer wanting to hide. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. So It feels like what they're realizing is that their behavior in the past is what has them in this current situation that they're feeling trapped in. For some of them, there's a family here. Okay, there is a family here. And they feel like they can't easily extricate themselves from this family. And in order for them to extricate themselves from this family and to show up for you in any kind of meaningful way, it means that they have to let their secret feelings out of the bag. So they might have to tell you about their feelings, and they might have to tell somebody else about their feelings. Okay, so it looks like they've backed themselves into a corner here with their behavior from the past. It looks like they were in and out of your life. They may have been juggling. You might have been multiple people in this mix. And because they have multiple people in their energy, they weren't able to properly connect to their heart space and figure out exactly what they were feeling about whom. So a lot of signals got crossed, right? Because there's a lot of energy there, right? When you have a lot of people in your energy field, right? A lot of signals get crossed. And they're not sure where this charge is coming from because there's so many different people there. And it looks like they didn't make the right choice. They didn't make the right choice. Well, let's not say the right choice. They didn't make the choice that aligned with their heart space. So now, in order to get out of this, there are mountains that they have to climb. There are things that they have to surmount. And one of these things might be telling the truth to some of the people that are around them at this time. People they may have lied to, people that they may feel obligated to, people that might be depending on them, right? So it looks like, they've really got themselves into some hot water. What are they telling their children or just people that might be really younger than them about you? What are they telling their children or persons who are younger than them that they relate to? What are they telling them about you? We have here, like this is like an Ace of Cups in reverse. When I say Ace of Cups, sorry, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Six of Pentacles. Nine of Wands in reverse. And we have it here again. But this is the moon. Okay, so this is going to be the moon in reverse, so moon in reverse. It feels like they are being open with a lot of people in their life. And they're telling people how they feel about you. In the past, they were so interested in getting validation from the people around them that they weren't taking you seriously. And in fact, they may have been giving you breadcrumbs and may have prioritized someone else or another situation over you. Right? They didn't feel strong enough to stand up for what they believed in. So they just chose the option that would give them the most external validation, whether that validation is from work colleagues, whether that validation is from their family members, whether that validation is from their community. They chose the person that would give them the most validation externally. They weren't strong enough to choose their heart. And it looks like they may have kept your existence a secret. But now it looks like you're turning your back on them. Look at another one, turning their back. You're turning their back on them, and this is triggering this heart awakening that's allowing them to recognize how they feel. Now, in the extended, we're going to look at what are they telling their closest siblings, what are they telling their mom or female influential figure, what are they telling their best friends, their male best friend and their female best friend, what are they telling their clique or social group, what are they telling the karmic or third party about you, and then we're going to look at what's going to be the next actions towards you within a month of you watching this reading. But if you're not able to join me in the extended, let us get some advice from Spirit for you. So underneath the deck we have grateful. Okay. And Spirit saying, a lot of things have happened to you on this journey, but they want you to be grateful for the beautiful changes that have taken place. Okay. So there was some hardship, there was some pain, definitely. We see that there. But there's also a lot of beautiful things that unfolding. And one of those beautiful things is your transformation, your spiritual journey. We have unexpected. So it feels like just when you think that all is lost and this dream that you have will never materialize, it looks like it does. And it's the energy of, that meme where this guy, he has an axe and he's kind of breaking through this cave, right? And there's water that he's trying to reach on the other side, and then he gives up before he gets to the water. So it feels like there's an energy of don't give up now. Like that dream is just around the corner. Let's see what this says. It's a card number 48. Unexpected. So much of the world mistakenly believes that there is a lack of resources. Holding a scarcity belief can be quite painful and cause unnecessary fear and desperation. An attitude of abundance recognizes there are always new chances, unexpected windfalls, and opportunities on the way. There's never just one opportunity, a lone chance or a single chance. The number of opportunities matches the number of stars in the sky. This card is a boon. Right now, you have the magical touch. You are going to receive good news, a huge opportunity, or something completely unexpected. Do you have a positive mindset? Believing you're abundant will really help you get through right times. Will really help you get through tight times. Affirming your abundance will help you shift your mindset so you can accept a life of plenty. Expect something wonderful to happen soon. So maybe you thought maybe this person would have shown up a long time ago. Maybe. And maybe just like in the two women that we saw, you decided, you know what, fuck this, I'm going to walk away. But Spirit is saying that just when you think something is not going to happen for you, it does. But what brings it in is an attitude of gratitude and an attitude of abundance, right? Knowing that there's always going to be another opportunity. Things that happen when it's going to happen, and there's always going to be abundance, an abundance of love and an abundance of financial security in my life. Okay? My love, so that was your reading. If that was helpful, please like, share. If you're able to make a comment, put a full stop, put an emoji, it doesn't matter. Down below, you can put the date that you watch this, the time that you watch this, or 11/11, or anything like that. You can put it down below. If you're able to purchase extended readings or personal readings, that's also a beautiful energy exchange. Okay? My loves, take care. Bye. Hey, pal 3, welcome to your reading. If you chose the Rose Quartz Heart and the Gilded Tarot, this is going to be your reading. So let's jump right into this. Now, before we get into what they're telling people about you, let's do a little energy check-in on your person. We're going to get a significator for the energy generally. And then we're going to get a significator for the energy towards you. Okay, we have here spring rain, cleansing, renewal, and metamorphosis. So it feels like something like very sudden happening in their life. We have a stroke of lightning coming through here. And this has caused them to go through a rapid transformation. Maybe they were there in the chrysalis kind of stewing, I'm not ready to come out, blah, blah, blah. But something, and maybe they were dragging this transformation. But it looks like recently something happened in their life that triggered them bursting out of this cocoon, this shell. If you go on my other channel, the Made for Love, there's a reading that I did Friday, so that would be Friday would have been the 12th April 2024. I think it's called They're Sending Out an SOS to the Universe. This was the first tile. It's a psychic drawing reading. The first tile was with this lightning and stuff, so that may resonate for you, Pal 3. Their energy generally, what's happening? We have the hatchling. I'm telling you, this is fresh energy from them. Something caused some kind of a rapid change, a rapid breakdown of the ego. And it's like they're starting over again from beginner's mind, like a fresh slate. It says innocence, inner child, and curiosity. So whatever it is that I think they're realizing that they didn't grow up with a solid foundation. Look at this tree. This tree is on the edge of a precipice. It's not even deeply rooted. Look at the branches. Branches sparse. Even the terrain around the tree, it's very sparse as well. So it's this harsh conditions, right? So they're realizing that they grew up in very harsh conditions and they weren't parented the way they were meant to be parented, where the way all children are meant to be parented, where there's a wonderful, loving, supportive environment where you can thrive and unveil your talents and figure out what you're meant to bring to this world, because everybody's meant to bring something, right? They didn't have that. They grew up really hard, maybe tough love or no love at all, right? So they're reparenting themselves. And through reparenting themselves, they're here in this little nest, their little comfort zone that they've made for themselves. They're started from beginner's mind. And beginner's mind is about curiosity about the world. It's about being teachable, right? It's not pretending that you have all the answers or you know it all or even know who you are. So it's starting from scratch and questioning everything, everything that they've taken as fact, everything that they've taken as a given. They're doing that. They are examining everything and asking the question, does this resonate with my inner world and this innate sense of self that I have right now? Does this resonate with my knowing? The energy towards you. Responsiveness. Okay, so they're feeling your energy a lot at this time, and they're thinking about being with you. Like look at all the animals in the background, the rabbit, the birds, they're all coupled up, right? They're all coupled up, and they view you as their one. So where they may have been pushing you away before, because this is someone who's gonna push you away. This person who grew up really tough. They're gonna push you away because they weren't taught, sorry, how to bond and have intimate relationships. So this person before his transformation, they would push you away, but now they'll be more responsive to your advances and to your energy. It's like you guys are attracting each other. All right, let's get a card, their energy towards you. We have independence, and this person has themselves on an island. But I feel like this is something that they're ending, just as I told you before, right? It's a card number 46 that reduced to 10, and 10 is an ending. And it's an end to the independence conspiracy. Now, the independence conspiracy is not about being independent, because everybody needs to be independent before they can be interdependent on each other. If we aren't independent, then we're codependent, right? Now, this independence that we're talking about is hyper independence, where we are isolating ourselves because we don't trust people to show up for us, right? Because people didn't show up for us in our childhood, right? So we're not trusting anybody, and we're keeping everybody at bay, because what we learned from childhood is that vulnerability breeds betrayal. Okay? Vulnerability breeds abandonment. Vulnerability breeds rejection. If you don't let people in, then you don't get hurt, right? But you do hurt yourself because you are closing yourself off from opportunities to love, to grow, to be loved, right? So the very thing that you're craving is the very thing that you're keeping from yourself. So you're sabotaging yourself. Before, it was your parents sabotaging you, but now you're sabotaging yourself. All right. So this is where this person's been, and this is where they're heading. They're heading the reparenting of their inner child, and discovering who they are. The more they discover who they are, the more they see how compatible you guys are, and how attractive. And we're not talking about physicality. How attractive you guys are as a couple. They see you guys as a power couple. Before, they were living an illusion, a false sense of self. So you guys weren't attractive to them because you weren't attractive to the false self. The false self likes falseness, and you were authentic, so you couldn't be attracted to you, right? So they may have been pushing you away. And by attracted, I mean like seeing you as a long-term partner that they wanted to bond with. They may have seen your potential, but they're like, I don't think that would suit me, right? But they didn't even know what would suit them anyways. We have temperance, and this is the refining of the spirit. It's about a balancing act that happens within oneself to create stability. All right, let's ask. What are they telling their dad or male influential figure about you and the connection? We have the Hangman. They don't know what to do. We have the Sun card in reverse, but what they do know is that they've been unhappy without you. It's like someone's taking their sunshine away. We have the Star card in reverse. They almost feel hopeless, like they lost you. And we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. It may be that you may have cut them out of your life in a really harsh manner, or it could be with this Queen of Swords in reverse. Queen of Swords in reverse for me is a karmic energy. Someone who's emasculating, bitter, controlling. Okay, and they may be with somebody else. So that's what they're telling their dad off, or male influential figure. They don't know what to do in this situation. Okay, they know what they want, but they don't know what to do. Right? So they're kind of stuck. They feel like they're suspended in time. They feel like there's been no real progress in their life, that they've been looping in the same situation, the same energies over and over again. And it's energies of unhappiness, energies of powerlessness, hopelessness, right? They're ready for something different. And it feels like for some of you guys, there's a third party in their life that's also fueling the energies that your person is in. I'm not saying that it's this third party's fault. It is not. It's not. It's your person took a divine detour, and they had to take that divine detour to recognize who they were, right? And whilst they were their false self, they attracted a false or distorted relationship. And they're now stuck, unhappy in that distorted relationship, and they don't know what to do. That's what they're telling that they don't know what to do. They don't know how to sort this without somebody getting hurt. This could be a long-term partner. This could even be somebody that they're married to. So there are a lot of considerations. And they're just not sure what to do right now. So it feels like they're bouncing ideas off of their dad or male influential figure. What are they telling their family, especially their cousins, about you? What are they telling their extended family, especially their cousins, about you? We have Two of Swords in reverse. And Two of Swords in reverse is about coming to a decision. So that's why I say there's a knowing. They know what they want. Okay, they figured that out. They've gotten that clarity. How to get there? That's the rub right now. We have King of Wands in reverse. That's the energy of inaction. That can also be a karmic as well. We have the Page of Cups, wanting to reach out, maybe even wanting to apologize for their behavior in the past, because King of Wands in reverse is a philanderer. He also has anger issues. He's kind of hasty, right? He's kind of hasty, a real kind of ignoramus. So this could have been your person in the past. Six of Cups in reverse. What are they telling their cousins? That they see what they want. They have that clarity. But what they're also seeing is how their behavior in the past impacted you and impacted this relationship. They're seeing their behavior from the past sabotaged and ruined this connection. We have Six of Cups in reverse. Okay? They're also making the connection between their behavior in the past in your relationship and perhaps other relationships as well, right? Because I don't think it's only you they were shitty to, right? They're seeing the connection between their behavior in the past and the way that they were raised. Six of Cups is about childhood. When it's in reverse, it's a shitty childhood, dysfunctional childhood. This is not a situation where a child can thrive. It's only dysfunction breeds dysfunction. Okay? So they see that the dysfunction here bred this dysfunctional adult. King of Wands in reverse is an asshole. They don't care about anybody, right? They use people to satisfy their urges, and they usually have some kind of sex addiction. They're frustrated. All right, there's a lot of anger and resentment that they bring from childhood that they hold deep inside, and they can have rages and tantrums, right? So they're seeing here their behavior in the past, and they are remorseful. So they maybe even be telling their cousins that They may want to reach out to apologize, because Page of Cups is an apology. You know, it's a very profound moment when we can see the man in the mirror very clearly and accept responsibility. And that's exactly what your person is doing. What are they telling their work wife or work husband? Now, the work wife or work husband is their confidant at work, the person that they spend the most time with during the day, okay? All their hours are spent with this person. Sometimes they build up a relationship where they're each other's confidant. So what are they telling their work wife or work husband? We have 10 of Pentacles in reverse. That's a breakup or divorce. It could even talk about dysfunctional family. Yeah? Hermit in reverse. When you just can't see yourself, you don't have insight. Okay? You're not seeing how you're coming across. Page of Wands in reverse. And that's the child who may have been abused, whether physically, sexually, or otherwise. And then we have the 8 of Pentacles. I don't think they're talking about this relationship. If they are, and that's not the strongest message that I'm getting. If they are, they're saying that you guys have had some sort of breaking up or falling out in the past when they really didn't know who they were and they couldn't see themselves and what they were doing, okay? And they may also be telling this person that you guys may not be in communication at this time, but they want to find a way to reach out and really communicate their desire to work on this connection for you. We have the 8 of Pentacles here. But the strongest message that I'm getting is that they're telling this work wife or work husband about their bad behavior in the past and the reasons why they may have acted like that. And it is their dysfunctional family. Now, these sort of people, they're not just assholes in relationships, okay? They may also be assholes at work. So maybe your person may also be changing at work and people are noticing. Or they may want their confidant to understand who they are a little bit more. I think this is all part of their finally opening up and being vulnerable to somebody. So they want this person to understand who they are and where they've come from and why they act the way they do. So I see them telling them about their childhood, telling them about their family, where they've come from, and the fact that they didn't see the impact their family had on molding who they are. They couldn't even see how they were coming across to other people. Okay? And they're realizing it's all because they were a child that was abused, and they're working on themselves, and they're working on this because they want to be a better person than their family of origin. That is what they're telling this work wife or work husband. What are they telling their children or people who are younger than them that they may mentor about you? We have 7 of Pentacles in reverse. The Hierophant. 6 of Swords. And 5 of Pentacles. Now, for some of them, they might be getting a divorce. And they're having this tough conversation with the children. Okay? They're letting them know that they'll be leaving the household. Um, they're letting them know that they're no longer investing in the relationship with their partner, who would be their parent. So that kind of conversation when you realize, wait, you can no longer make it with a spouse, and you have to talk to the children. That's the conversation that they're having. And they're having this conversation because they don't want these children to feel abandoned, like they were abandoned when they were young. Um, yeah. For some of them, they may have grown children that they abandoned when these children were young. Okay? And they may be having tough conversations and letting them know why they didn't invest in them in the past. They didn't make any emotional investment with them in the past. They may be telling them that they're on this healing journey and they're gradually changing and they want to do better, right? But they're trying. What they're trying to do is to make people understand why they are the way they are. That's what I see here. And to do that, they know that they need to open up and be as candid as possible. And that's what I see. They're being as candid as they can. Now, in the extended, we're going to look at what are they telling their closest siblings. What are they telling their mom or female influential figure? What are they telling their best friends, both the male best friend and the female best friend about you? What are they telling their clique or social group? And what are they telling the karmic or third party about you, if you know for sure there's a third party in your connection? But if you're not able to make it to the extended, let's get some last, and then we're going to ask Spirit what's their next actions towards you within a month of you watching this reading. But if you can't make it to the extended, let me get some advice from Spirit. So this person is embarking on this new journey. They want to do things differently. They know they have to be a better person for themselves, for their children, even in work, right? They want to turn over this new leaf. What is the advice for you from Spirit? And we have here, go with the flow, right? Don't stay stagnant and stuck waiting for this person. Don't get caught in this web. You just continue on your journey. If they have to catch up, they will. We have progress. So this person has made a lot of progress with their own healing. This is a card number 36, which reduces to 9. But Spirit is saying, don't discount the progress that you have also made. You've also made massive changes in your life, and they are just, giving you your flowers, that pat on your back, because you've done a lot of healing work yourself. Let's get the message here. Card number 36. We have progress. You have been in a process of great change, self-growth, and healing. It is important to maintain a good relationship with yourself. And that's what they were lacking, right? That's why they were acting out like that. It's important to maintain a good relationship with yourself. Journaling is one tool that may help. Keep a journal and write to yourself as if you were counseling a friend. Record your goals and dreams. It may be very cathartic to have a special place to vent. Meditation is another means for healing or spiritual development. Going outside for fresh air can also be rejuvenating. If you find that you're in a rut or starting to experience a downward spiral, consider closing your eyes and taking a deep breath. Imagine that you're opening your eyes for the first time and seeing the world around you from a different perspective. What is pleasurable around you? If you can see nature, what beauty can you find? Encourage yourself not to take anything for granted. What a wonderful life you've been given. If needed, make a list of your values and ethics. Writing a beliefs list will help you to live with purpose and more awareness. Your list is not set in stone and may shift and change as you develop throughout life. So they've been on a healing journey, but so have you. And Spirit say, healing is an infinite process. As long as we're here on this earth, but at least we have the tools to push through whatever challenges may come. So, there's beautiful progress that you've made. They're patting you in the back, but they're saying, there's still more. Continue. Be curious and be in a place of gratitude, because that's how Spirit knows to bring more things for you to be grateful for. Okay? So if you can join me in the extended, please do. Otherwise, thank you so much. Could you put an emoji down below, 1111, a full stop, a comment? That would be beautiful energy exchange for me. If you're able to subscribe to the channel, please do. And make sure you click on the notification bell so that you'll know when I post a new reading. If you're able to purchase extended readings or personal readings, because I do offer this reading as a personal reading. What are they telling family and friends about you? You can go right ahead. Okay? That's beautiful energy exchange for me. And I encourage you to do that to any creator on any platform that you enjoy, because everything works with the flow of abundance. We give, we receive. We give, we receive. Okay? All right, my love. Take care. Bye.